Hi students, today we'll be talking about lines in the coordinate plane. The purpose of this lesson is that you should be able to manipulate linear equations and put it in the correct form. Take a minute, pause your screen, and write down each of these different forms of lines. We have slope-intercept form, point-slope form, and the standard form. Below is the slope formula, which is m. We have y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Take a minute and copy these down. Okay, let's go ahead and do some examples. Determine the form that each equation is in, then graph it. So example 1, this one is in standard form. In standard form, we're given the form y equals mx plus b. In this case, the slope, m, equals 1, and b, the y-intercept, equals 2. Let's go ahead and start at 2, the y-intercept, so that we can graph it. Looking here, we have 1, 2. I'll put a point here. And using the slope is 1. Written as a fraction, this is 1 over 1, meaning we rise 1 and we run 1. So we're going to go up 1 and over 1. So up 1 and over 1, up 1 and over 1. Connect your points, and there's your line. Looking at example 2. This one we can see that the x and the y is on the same side. This one is in standard form. In order to graph the line, we're going to put it back into slope-intercept form so that we can see what the slope is and the y-intercept. So let's go ahead and manipulate it so that we can get the y by itself. So the first thing we need to do is move this 10x to the other side. That goes away. We're left with 5y equals negative 10x plus 40. Now we need to get rid of this 5, so we can divide by 5 on both sides. We're left with y equals, and now breaking this up, negative 10 divided by 5 is negative 2x, and 40 divided by 5 is 8. Now that it's in slope-intercept form, we know that the slope is negative 2, given here, and the y-intercept, b, is 8. Graphing this, I'm going to go by 2's here. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm going to start at 8. And my slope is negative 2, so I'm going down 2 and over 1. My x-axis, I'll go by 1's. So down 2 and over 1, down 2 and over 1. Go ahead and connect your points so that you have your line. Alright, and lastly, looking at example 3, this one looks just like example 2, where the x and the y are both on the same side. So this one is also in standard form. And in order to graph it in standard form, we need to get it into slope-intercept form so that I can see the slope and the y-intercept. Just as before, I want the y by itself, so I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. I bring down the 6y, that equals negative 2x is 12. Divide by 6, so I get y equals, now dividing here, so this is negative 2 over 6x, which we'll need to simplify, plus 12 divided by 6 is 2. Let's go one more, so this is negative 1/3 x plus 2. Now I can see that the slope is negative 1 over 3, so our rise, we're going down 1, and we're going to the right 3. And b, the y-intercept, is 2. In this case, I'll go by 1, so I'm starting here at 2. I'm going down 1 over 1, 2, 3. And from there, I can connect my points and make the line. and do a couple more examples. Given the slope here and an ordered pair, we need to write each equation in standard form for a linear equation. So given this point 2, 3 and the slope of 2, since it gives me a point and a slope, I'm going to start by writing this in point-slope form. So as we know, point-slope form is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. My point, this is x1, y1, and slope is 2, so this is my m. Just plug everything in to point-slope form. So I have y minus 3, taken from here, equals slope of 2, x minus 2. Now the directions say to write it in standard form. Standard form means that the x's and the y's are on the same side. So let me manipulate this equation so that I can do that. So I have y minus 3 equals, distributing here, 2x minus 4. Now I need this 2x to go on the left side with the y. So I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. So I get negative 2x plus y minus 3 equals negative 4. And the x's and y's are fine. I need this negative 3 to move to the right. So add 3 to both sides. And this is going to give me negative 2x plus y equals negative 1. Now this is in standard form, so I'm done here. Next, let's do the same thing. This time we're given 2 points, and we need to write it in standard form. So notice we don't know what the slope is yet. We're going to have to do a little work to find the slope first, and then put it into one of our formulas. Let me clear some space here so that we can see. Okay. So let's go ahead and label these points, x1, y1, and x2, y2. Using our slope formula, I'm doing y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 to find the slope. So I have 4 minus 2 on top and 2 minus 6 on bottom as I plug in. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 minus 6 is negative 4, which simplifies to negative 1/2. Okay, plug in here. In this case, I'm going to write this again in point-slope form of y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. I'm going to use the first point to plug in. It doesn't make a difference which one you choose. Y minus 2 equals negative 1/2 x minus 6. Simplifying here to put it in standard form, I have y minus 2 equals negative 1/2 x. Negative 1/2 times 6 is positive 3. Now I need to get the negative 1/2 x to move to the left side and the negative 2 to move to the right side. Doing this, I'll add 1/2 to both sides, so I get 1/2 x plus y. And I need to move this negative 2 to the right side, so that would be 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. And here is my final answer in standard form. You guys go ahead and do this, you try, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.